Teen mom Jenelle Evans is under investigation by Child Protective Services in Las Vegas after her boyfriend's troubling 911 call and incidents involving both of her sons at school. An insider exclusively told the U.S. Sun that CPS has once again become involved with Jenelle's household after a series of events involving authorities in her new hometown. Sign up for the entertainment and TV newsletter. Your info will be used in accordance with our privacy policy. On August 31, Jenelle's manager-turned-boyfriend August Keene, also known as Daniel Miranda, called 911 and accused her of physical abuse after consuming up to 12 drinks, the U.S. Sun can confirm. CPS was also informed of two separate incidents involving her sons Jace, 15, and Kaiser, 10, at their respective Vegas schools in recent weeks. As the U.S. Sun previously reported, Jenelle is no stranger to the CPS branch in her home state of North Carolina. CPS is involved, and Jenelle doesn't want any legal action against her. That's partially why she suddenly sent Kaiser to his grandmother's, the insider said, confirming that the preteen is now living with his paternal grandmother Doris Davidson in Tennessee. The Ashley's Reality Roundup first reported that Kaiser had moved. The insider said Kaiser was involved in an incident at his school and can no longer attend. The U.S. Sun has chosen not to disclose the details of the alleged incident. In the aftermath, CPS paid a visit to Jenelle's Vegas rental. A CPS card was left on her door that she needed to call them because she wasn't there, the insider claimed. Within 72 hours of that card being left, she had Kaiser on the road. Teen mom Jenelle Evans' son Jace, 14, angry at Vegas move as he was excited for life without abusive ex-stepdad. She didn't tell him why, because she didn't want him to say anything before she got him out of the state. A second insider said there was an incident at Jace's school just a few weeks before the alleged incident with Kaiser. According to the first insider, CPS has also been in contact with Kaiser's grandmother. In response to the U.S. Sun's request for comment, a rep for Clark County CPS said, "Due to child confidentiality laws, we are unable to provide comment." Doris told the U.S. Sun, "My job is to see that Kaiser is protected from all this negativity. Kaiser can now read, and he doesn't need to read negative things about his mother or father. I refuse to partake in mudslinging and measures to destroy one's character, even if I disagree with their actions." August responded to the U.S. Sun, "Well, that's completely not true, lol." Jenelle officially moved her family from North Carolina, where all her children were born, to Las Vegas in mid-August, just months after filing for divorce from her ex-husband David Eason, who stands accused of strangling her son Jace. Meanwhile, the first insider said that despite feeling so sorry for Kaiser's situation, they believe he's in the best hands now with his dad's family in Tennessee. According to sources, Kaiser's father, former Teen Mom 2-star Nathan Griffith, is living in a rehabilitation community in Las Vegas, while most of his extended family reside near Doris in Tennessee. Kaiser is really respectful to Doris. She doesn't even have to raise her voice to him. So I think he's probably better off there, one insider said. Plus, they added, Doris has a lot of family support nearby, including Nathan's brother and 2 of his sisters. The insider added that Kaiser's first cousins are a good influence on him. His aunts and uncle are more straight-laced than Jenelle or his dad are, and their kids are around his age too. His cousins are very, very good kids, and Kaiser tends to act more respectful around them. And I think Nathan's extended family will help Doris out a lot. A third insider said, "Say what you will about David, but he really did the parenting, and anything Jenelle contributed with that was because he was an example for her." That insider also believes Kaiser is in a better situation with Doris in Tennessee, adding he'll actually get taken care of and paid attention to. The first source added, "I think without Jenelle having the support of other people, even if they're toxic, like David, she's not able to handle the kids and everything that's going on with them on her own. She's really dependent on other people to help her take care of her problems, the source added. That insider believes Jenelle gets an idea in her head and runs with it, and perhaps didn't think through the plan to drop Kaiser off with his grandmother. I can imagine that Doris is thinking, well, he's going to live with me. It's going to be permanent. She's not going to want to give him back. Kaiser has already been through so much. I feel so sorry for that kid. He's never gotten to live a life of stability since he's been so small, they added. In a comment to Celebuzz, Jenelle confirmed Kaiser was living with Doris in Tennessee, claiming, "The reason why I wanted Kaiser to be with his father is because Kaiser is at the age where it's important for him and his father's family to spend time with one another. Kaiser loves Nathan's family and Nathan can also use some time with his son." However, the U.S. Sun has confirmed with multiple sources that Nathan is still living in Las Vegas, not Tennessee. As the U.S. Sun previously reported, Kaiser and his sister Ensley, 7, were not in school at the end of last month. An eyewitness exclusively told the U.S. Sun that her 2 youngest children were not at school on September 26 and 27. By Monday, September 30, it appears that Kaiser had begun living with Doris in Tennessee after she posted about him on her Facebook page. The eyewitness in Vegas said at the time, "Both of the younger kids were out playing in the street in front of Jenelle's home pretty much all day on Thursday and Friday of last week." They said the Teen Mom star was not seen outside either day as her youngest children played in the street. They said that Kaiser killed time riding on his electric scooter, while Ensley rode her bicycle in front of their new home. The eyewitness said that despite not being in school, the 2 children looked healthy and happy. A rep for Jenelle had told the U.S. Sun at the time that they were not commenting on the story regarding the youngest children's attendance. The MTV star hightailed it from North Carolina to Sin City after filing for separation from her ex months, after he allegedly strangled her oldest son Jace, 15. While the alleged abuse incident happened back on September 28 of 2023, a court official told the U.S. Sun that the felony case against Jace's 36-year-old stepdad is still on. The tumultuous pair have had their fair share of falling outs. Teen Mom 2 star Jenelle Evans met David Eason on Tinder in September of 2015. Jenelle got pregnant in April 2016 and announced she suffered a miscarriage. Then she became pregnant again with her and David's daughter, Ensley, a few months later. The pair got engaged in February 2017 and tied the knot that September. A year after saying, "I do," Jenelle called 911 and accused David of assaulting her outside their home. She would later call the incident a drunk and dramatic misunderstanding and said she was fine. In around May 2019, David shot and killed their French bulldog puppy named Nugget. Weeks after the incident, CPS took custody of all of the children, including their daughter, Ensley, Jenelle's son, Kaiser, and David's daughter, Marisa. When her children were returned to her, Jenelle fled to Tennessee with Kaiser and Ensley and filed an order of protection against David in October. She ultimately dropped the case and went back to him. In the following years, the couple sparked split rumors as the pair would often unfollow each other on social media and update their Facebook relationship statuses. As the U.S. Sun exclusively reported, on February 23, 2024, Jenelle filed for separation from David. She stated that she filed the documents with the intent that the separation be permanent, and claimed that Eason had exhibited concerning and at times disturbing behavior towards her throughout their marriage. David, who shares Ensley with Jenelle and has 2 other children with 2 other partners, was initially charged with misdemeanor child abuse in October of 2023. However, in January of 2024, those charges were upgraded to a felony after a grand jury indictment. Jenelle's oldest son told authorities that David strangled him in front of a neighbor's house. In the aftermath of the incident, the teen ran away from his mom's home for a 3rd time. Immediately after the incident, North Carolina Child Protective Services took custody of Jace from Jenelle. The 15-year-old stayed in CPS custody until the agency suddenly dropped the case in early 2024. When CPS gave Jenelle back custody of Jace, she was faced with a difficult situation as there was a restraining order against David, which banned him from being around the teen. Just before Jace moved back in, the father of 3 moved to the couple's docked boat at a nearby marina. After 6 tumultuous years of marriage, including a separation, multiple 911 calls and restraining orders, Jenelle filed for separation from David in February. Jenelle was granted temporary sole custody of Ensley over the summer and is asking the court for primary physical custody of her. She also wants child support. Jenelle and David need to be separated for at least a year before a judge in North Carolina will grant them a divorce.